I made $5,094 last month in passive income. What in the heck? $5,094 in passive income. And I want to start this video by saying, hi, I'm John Bunn. I love talking about all things money and growing your businesses, growing income. But this is not clickbait. This is not a flex. I actually brought in $5,094 last month in passive income. First, I just need to throw out a disclaimer that I actually hate videos and clickbait things that teach you that passive income is this easy, attainable, everybody should be getting mailbox money, everybody should be getting passive income. It's really easy. Sign up for my course and I'll teach you how to make passive income. That is not what this video is. This video is set up to be inspiration for you that if you put in hard work over time, passive income, passive income can happen for you. And last month I broke the $5,000 in 1 month of passive income threshold. And I just had to make a video showing you, hopefully inspiring you to stop waiting to grow your own business, stop waiting to grow your own thing or do that thing that you've been wanting to do. And I wanted to say it can be done. The first thing I want to tell you is if you are a few steps ahead of somebody, whether that's in your business, the way that you know about relationships or your spirituality or whatever it is, if you're a few steps ahead of somebody and you're giving advice again and again to people and it's helping people, that is very marketable. I talk to a lot of people that own little businesses or different things and they say, well, once I arrive, I could start teaching. You know a lot about weddings, John, so of course you can make money teaching about that. But really, you just need to be a few steps ahead of somebody else to help them out. And if you can help people out, you can make money doing so. Before I get into this number, if you want to fast forward ahead to the part where I start really talking about how much I make, you can head over to this part. Put a number up on the screen right here. You can head over to that part of the video and just skip ahead. But I want, first of all, to talk to you about 2017. Now, in 2017, it looked like I was doing really well. Our companies were generating nearly $500,000, but I had around 11 total people working for me, and I could barely pay the rent. I was working harder than I had ever worked before. I didn't have any extra money. All my student loan payments were blowing me away, and I knew there had to be a better way, and I had to make a change. And in 2017 is whenever I had to let go of most of my employees. It was the hardest thing that I've ever had to do. So many sleepless nights. They had no idea what I was going through, and I really just had a really rough 2017. And as I'm recording this, it's 3 years later, and I am in a completely different position. So what changed was I decided to trim out everything out of my life that didn't need to be there and start focusing on things that I could create once, and then it would grow and make me money over time. And that's whenever I connected and started the How to Film Weddings podcast with my good friend Nick Miller. And then it grew and started growing and growing. And because of that growth with that podcast, we were able to launch a second podcast teaching people all about the ins and outs of podcasting. I'll put links in the description below if you're interested in filmmaking or podcast hosting. But we were able to really help a lot of people, and it started growing and growing. But that wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have taken the time to say, I'm not going to just keep living my life the way that I've always been living it. I don't want to just sit on the sidelines anymore. I don't want to just wait for my turn. I got very intentional about what I wanted to do with my life, and I had to get rid of some excess that wasn't producing the benefit that I needed in my life. So hard decisions were made, but then I started this podcast with my friend Nick, and we slowly started growing it. And I remember having a conversation with him at the beginning of the podcast saying, it might be 2 years before we make any money. And we kind of spit and shook hands and said, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to try 6 months and see what happens. And at 6 months of extra time and extra effort into this podcast, we finally started building some momentum. And just like with this YouTube channel that just passed 500 subscribers as the time I record this, we were consistent, and that consistency compounds. And if you're consistent, you keep growing, keep pushing, you can create passive income for yourself. And so fast forward to 2019, we were growing, we started getting sponsors, and we started having enough money. We started to be able to use money that we were making to invest into building a course, an online platform, teaching people how to make money filming weddings. And it was a lot of work. In September of 2019, we rented out an Airbnb for a week. We recorded for 40, 50 hours of time all of the knowledge that we had about filming weddings, meanwhile continuing to dig and build every single week with free content and growing that audience and continuing to make impact in people's lives. September, we recorded it and edited it over the next few months, all the way up until February of this year, 2020, we released our first course. Now, what's really cool about these courses is we have pay in full options, a $1,800 course you can pay in full, or you can make a $180 a month payment for 12 months. And so a lot of people that purchased our course opted for monthly payments. And that's the first thing I want to talk about with my passive income streams. In September last month, we were able to bring in $3,177 of passive income from a course that we produced and released in February. And courses are so huge. Like if you are a real estate agent, or if you're a pool maker, or if you're a coffee shop owner, you can create content and build an audience of people and create a course to help people out. And you can grow that and you can sell that. And digital online sales are huge. You don't have to have a huge audience. You just need a couple hundred people purchasing your product to really start making some money. Sorry, I get passionate about this stuff. But so the first thing was $3,177 for How to Film Weddings course. Every month we're getting $3,177 for 12 months for that course. Then in July, we released a course for our podcasting company, and it is now generating $1,273 per month. So when you add $3,177 and $1,273, $4,450 of passive income based on just courses alone. Every single month, we're getting $4,400 of payments from people just from the courses being launched one time a piece. Now, what's really cool about these courses is that we own them. We own the content, and we only release them for 1 week at a time. And so with our complete wedding video course, we released it in February, but now we just released it again in September, and a whole new slew of people purchased, and it's going to add another $3,000 a month of passive income to our income stream starting in October. So that $3,000 a month will bump to $6,000 a month, and it really starts to compound on top of itself. We're also next week, as the time I'm recording this, releasing our podcast blueprint course again, and are assuming that it will do somewhere between $1,200 and $2,000 a month of revenue. So this just keeps adding up. And I'm encouraging you, if you don't think you could create something online, if you build an audience, you can sell things to them. And so if you have an audience on a YouTube channel, or if you have an audience with a podcast, or whatever it is, if people are listening to your advice, you can sell them things and you can help impact their lives. And the people that purchase our courses will tell you, oh my goodness, it's totally worth it. And so $4,450 in September just from our courses. So that was the first revenue stream, course payments. Next up, YouTube. Now this is crazy. Not this YouTube channel, it's not monetized yet, but I have a channel for Redeemed Productions, my wedding video channel, and then How to Film Weddings, our podcast channel. So we upload our podcast every week and tutorial videos and stuff like that. And last month, Redeemed Productions made $353.91 just from YouTube ads. People clicking on a video that I've put out, watching an ad beforehand, $353.91. And that has been growing. It's got 14,000 subscribers, and it's been slowly growing for about 6 years. And so now it's to this passive place of $350 plus per month. I've had months where it was over $900 of revenue. So creating YouTube channels, great way to make more money and to create passive income for yourself. So if you have an idea for a YouTube channel, like the goal with this channel for me is to grow into a place talking to people about finances and growing, that it starts to monetize and it starts to make me money passively. But I'm doing this knowing full well that it might be 2 or 3 years of producing content that could help people like you before I make any money doing it. But that's the thing. You have to start working now to be able to get that passive income later. So $353.91 for Redeemed Productions YouTube, and last month our How to Film Weddings YouTube channel made $67.93. Not a ton, but when you add those together, $421.84 just from YouTube. So like you've got your $4,400 from courses, $4,200 or $420 from YouTube, and then the last thing, I have other streams, but this third one is just affiliate links. Now, because we have a podcast, because we have a following, whenever we post a link in the description or things like that, whenever somebody buys something based on a link that we put, we get a commission. And so we work with certain companies with our podcast, we work with certain, Amazon, things like that. And so last month alone, we made $222.16. $222.16 just from affiliate links. Now, when you add those together, you have $4,400 of course revenue, $421 of YouTube revenue, and $222 of affiliate links. That gets you to a grand total of $5,094 last month alone. Now, this is, again, not a flex. This is not me tooting my own horn. I feel weird still just posting about numbers and things that I'm making because some of the people watching these videos know me personally, so it makes me like I get awkward around people now, but there are so many people that are messaging saying, this is giving me the motivation I need to grow my business or to grow something. And so I want to recap before getting off of here. The reason that I care so much about this money and growing passive income is not because I just want a ton of money. It is because I have a family, and it is because I want to create things and investments that over time will pay me money with me not having to do something every single day. I'm able to spend more time with my family because right now, as you're watching this video, my other YouTube channels are generating revenue right now. And my the courses that we're doing revenue right now. And I didn't even include the passive income from our shop this last month, but the shop in our studio did over $2,000 last month, and that's just more passive income. And so it all starts adding up, and it all starts really changing your life. But passive income doesn't happen by you saying, okay, I'm going to do a YouTube channel for 2 months. I'm going to, start this business and give up. I see so many people not putting in the effort over time. And if you continue to put in the effort over time, it can really do amazing things. And every single month, that number of passive income is going up more and more and more. And the amount of work to keep generating that money is going down. So I hope this information is helpful. I know that's a lot of numbers, but I just wanted to throw it out there to those of you out there that are considering starting something, starting a podcast, starting a YouTube channel, starting anything that you can that will make you money, an Etsy shop, whatever that is. Be encouraged. You have to get going. Don't be paralyzed waiting to start. Do some things, plan some things out, plan a launch day, and get going. All right, that's all I have for you today. If you could, it would mean the world to me if you could just hit the little like button at the bottom of this video and leave a comment below. That would mean the world to me. Or if you could share this on your Facebook page or on Twitter, any of that kind of stuff really helps me right now as I'm putting in the work growing this channel. So leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.